Hello and welcome to the award ceremony for IndieX 2024. It's been 2 weeks of showcasing the amazing talent and the amazing games that were submitted to IndieX. The 50 chosen among almost 700 submissions from 5 continents. We're really proud of what we achieved this year, and we want to obviously to thank all the creators that trusted in IndieX and wanted to be part of it. So when we started this a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago, on a personal note, I dedicated this edition to my grandfather, the man that raised me since I was a 2-day-old baby. He passed away a few days before IndieX started. But today on this award ceremony, I would also like to dedicate this event to a second person, and now we're going on the other side of the cycle of life. And since I believe that this edition we upgraded so many things for IndieX, we've grown so much, we improved so much, but I believe the only point that we actually downgraded was my presence here, because if you've been following IndieX for the previous years, the person presenting this award ceremony is Sara Lima, who is a professional TV presenter. But as you can see, she's not here. And she's not the only person that is not here. Also, Gonçalo Louro, which was one of our streamers, he's also not here, and he wasn't part of this IndieX edition. And both of them are away from for the same reason. It's the fact that while we're recording this live, they are in a hospital because Sara is in labor and waiting for their first son. So obviously, we love them, and they are part of IndieX's history, and would like to dedicate this award ceremony to Tomás, who isn't still born from what we believe, but will maybe be born the next couple of hours. So yeah, we hope he has a really long and fulfilling life, and hopefully filled with joy and indie games. With this being said, everyone is waiting for the nominees and the awards. So I'd like to ask for our first guest, Anna Fish, which is one of our streamers for IndieX 2024, to join us and present this award. Anna, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. Such like a good collection of games. It's awesome.
And you've been running because 1 hour ago you just finished your last streaming session.
Yeah.
You just drove here, I guess, maybe, I don't know, but you're here in the studio to finish this. What did you thought about this edition? It's the second year in a row that you're with us. Did you have fun?
Yes, I always have fun. We always have like amazing conversations with the devs. You always feel the intense love they have for their creations, and I think with each year that there's more games. There's an amazing selection of the coolest games. I don't know. I get like mesmerized with the quality of the games by each year that passes. I don't know. I'm just like, it's awesome. I
don't know if you feel this. Even today, I said this on my last streaming session. Obviously, I love doing IndieX, but personally, I really love the streaming sessions because you're not only playing the games, you're also talking with the developers, knowing what was behind their ideas, their motivations, and it's so fun to feel that passion and to share that passion. That's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing. It's really magical, honestly.
Yeah. And you streamed quite a few games. I shouldn't ask you what was your favorite because I think it's kind of unfair. So, but if you want to share, what was the one that you had? Okay.
I will not. They're all cool because like I played a little bit of each style, and they're also different from each other, and I can't choose. I really can't.
I think that's a good thing that we noticed. All of us, we did several streaming sessions, and there were so many high-quality games for so many different genres that you were almost like adapting to the session you were doing. So yeah, that was really amazing. And I also would like to thank the rest of the team that helped us on the streaming session. In this case, Ana Martins, Gonçalo Carvalho, Rui Parreira, and Nuno Marques, that joined the two of us, doing this really, really fun part, which is talking with developers and playing their games. And are you excited for next year's edition? Are you ready for that?
Yes, I'm super ready. Let them come. Yeah.
I will leave this question for you to watch live afterwards, because I will also ask if you're ready for something else that we'd like to announce. But I'm going to leave this for a few minutes because I guess you're going to say yes.
All right.
So what do you think, because it hasn't been disclosed yet who the nominees for most fun game are, what do you think about us checking who the nominees are?
Let's do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So let's check them out. Yeah. What an amazing selection. Yeah, 5 fun games. I think so many games could be nominated for this award, but Anna, you are holding the answer to who is the winner of most fun game
Here
of
we
EDX
go.
2024.
The first one today. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. And the winner is...
Bash, yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And I think we'll be able to chat with the developers. Is it right? Can we chat with the developers?
A little bit to have a small conversation with the winner.
Yeah. So, Anna, it wasn't you that played this. I think it was Ana Martins. Did you watch this stream?
No, I couldn't watch, but I watched the trailer and it
Yeah.
seems so much fun. So honestly, it makes sense that they won.
Something that I would advise people to, I would advise everyone to rewatch the streams that they haven't watched yet. They actually showed like these mini figures of the protagonists, and I just wanted to have them. You know, I was watching it live, and then I was laughing about it, and I was like, I want those figures. I really need them. But yeah, it's a really fun game. You know, I actually played the game for the first time during Gamescom on the Indonesian pavilion. And I thought, yeah, the game is really fun. I think it's, yeah, like, obviously the award could go to so many games, but obviously I think it's well deserved.
Someone has to win.
Yeah, someone has to win, so it doesn't mean that all the rest of these amazing games didn't deserve it. Obviously they would deserve, but yeah, Kid Bash Super Legend, which is a really fun game. Yeah, and I think it's perfect. I actually played it for the first time during Gamescom on a Steam Deck. And from what you can see from the trailers, it's also, at least it's the idea of the developers to bring it to Switch. I think it's really the perfect game for portable consoles.
Yeah, absolutely. It just fits to play on the go and just to also, for the Switch, like just insert it into the dock, just play it with like a family around and just have fun. Yeah. So the figures, they're not merchandise.
Well, from what I understood, it wasn't, but I don't know if the developers could update us on that, because the game deserves to. Everyone deserves to have
a little figure.
those
so
little
cute.
figures, because the characters are so cute, and it would be awesome if they could do it. Yeah. In the meantime, we're just waiting a bit, because you know how I always say this: live television. It's the perks of the trade. We're just waiting to connect with the developers. Yeah, we're still waiting. So something that we haven't still announced is, we already said that we had close to 700 submissions for IndieX this year, and usually at this time we already disclosed who the honorable mentions are. But we have to admit that this year the quality was so high that even choosing these 50 finalists was such almost impossible task, you know, that yeah, I think we still need time to check the rest of the games. Yeah,
I don't envy the trouble that you have, like just choosing the finalists and then choosing the winners. It's just impossible. Like for me, I even played some games that I usually don't play, like that type of the genres, and I still enjoy them a lot. So it's really it's hard. It's really hard.
I think it's the good part of a festival like this, even for us that are doing the streams. We all have our preferences, the types of games that on our free time, on our streaming in your case, the games that we prefer to play. But it's exactly like that. It's being surprised. Like, quality comes from anywhere, and well, I don't believe that prejudice has any place in any side of our lives, and especially on any creativity object. So yeah, I also felt that, you know, some genres that I wouldn't buy games in this genre because it's not something I usually play, but it's so good. So yeah, just got updated that we are able to talk with the creators of oh no, sorry, it's technical issues.
Please stand by.
Yeah, we might cut this afterwards. So yeah, we might cut this afterwards, but you know how live streaming is and connecting people across the globe. In this case, the authors are Indonesia. So yeah, do we have green light? Yeah,
Maybe.
the anticipation to talk with Kid Bash's creator. It's not just I don't know on the chat if people are anxious to read this, but at least we are anxious to talk with the developers.
I want to know if they were expecting to win.
I'm
or
really
not.
curious about it. Yeah, you know.
And what this represents, what it means for them as well.
Yeah, it's been fun. People are now knowing who the nominees are, and some conversations we had post streaming is just a surprise of people to be finalists. But I think are we able to talk with the developers? Yeah, so let's go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, like I was saying, several developers, they just disclosed this off the record. Like, they were really surprised just for being finalists. They were really happy. They were happy with the streaming sessions. I think it's a good thing because doing a physical event is something different. But just being able to speak with someone for an hour with an audience about the production of the game is something really, really interesting.
While having like the reactions from the person that's actually actively playing the game, instead of being, you know, like a recorded session already and just talking over it, you actually have that organic interaction that I think is really cool.
But there are some genres that I felt it was really, really difficult for us to, because we are playing at the same time,
it's so hard.
Leading a conversation. It's we're just like leveling up our
multitasking skills. Absolutely, yes. Sometimes my brain is like split between reading the game and knowing what to do, and then also keeping up with the conversation and answering, and then not question what they literally just told me. So it's hard. Okay, it's hard.
And I also think it happens the other way around. For example, yesterday on Pioneers of Pagonia stream, which is a really really good, cozy city builder. We were just having a conversation, me and Katarina from the studio, and I was almost in autopilot building my civilization or my society and just looking at it, and it's good, but it's also challenging. For example, when you have a combat-heavy game and you have to dodge, and you're like doing the two things at the same time. It's not easy, but it's worth it.
It's worth it. I mean, with the Odada, since it's a
rhythm
music game, I had to like stop talking and focus on the sounds. I would choose the things and then I continue talking.
Yeah, now I'm thinking that must be one of the most unfair ones, because I think all my streams I always apologize because talking on top of games, you're, let's call it, hurting the quality of the sound design and the voice acting. But in a game that it's literally a musical game, you can't do this. You just have to pay attention. Yeah, you had an extra challenge on that.
Yes, I had to balance it out between, you know, questions and also showcase the game. Yeah, but it was really cool, and I think they liked it as well. It was a good session.
And I think we're still, I don't know. If not, we can I don't know, move on to the next award, because if not, for me it's okay. I can talk about games for hours. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
And I was promising everyone that we would keep this under an hour, because I talk too much. And if you allow me, this will be like 2 hours, like it was two years ago. But it's not my fault this time, okay? So I'm trying to to control myself not to just talk like hell about this.
If anything, we can move on, and then if we
Yeah,
solve
we
the
can have
issues,
we can have a
do it at the
conversation
end.
later.
Yeah, for example.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if production would.
Prefers that.
Yeah, we can go. Anna, thanks a lot for
Thank you.
announcing Kid Bash. So I think it's time to present a new award. So maybe I will ask Johnny Rodriguez, which is IndieX's creative director, to come here and present Best Art Direction. Johnny,
Hey Ricardo.
you're used to working on TV, and these things happens.
I'm used to be behind the camera.
these
I'm always a
things
little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, I had some a couple of technical issues to sort out, but
Johnny, it's been 9 years, counting also including the first 2 Indie Dome ones.
yes,
So
yeah, we're almost
it's
done
been
on
an
that now.
adventure. We've walked from hell and back with IndieX. What do you think is you've been here since day one? What do you think it's the moment we're living now with IndieX? Are we happy? Do you think we would be in this point after almost a decade?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we should be quite happy, right? We've achieved so many things throughout these years, and each year we seem to achieve a new goal that we set for ourselves. For instance, this year we got a little bump from Valve, which was a godsend, really, because we went back to a digital-only format. And they are actually like helping us have a better visibility. We have like a banner on the main page. Other than that, have the most
Submitted?
yeah, the most submissions ever in a single edition of VDX as well. So if we go just by the numbers and what we've achieved, it's great. Yeah. And it's also worth mentioning, since we do this on our own spare time, as you know, out of our own like hair and blood and sweat and tears, we've been able to maintain a top quality of the games that we feature, and that at the end of the day, it's what makes it all worth it, right?
And Johnny, obviously you come from fine arts. You also work on visual media, both on TV and multimedia. And obviously you're the right person as a creative director for IndieX to present this award. What do you feel about the quality increase and the experimentalism of the games submitted so far in our finalists? Do you see a big difference from our first editions from where we are now?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think nowadays there used to be like a thing with indie games where the art part of the game didn't used to matter so much, because it used to be like a lower tier of like cheaply made games that focused a lot more on like a disquieting narrative or like an interesting mechanic, right? But nowadays I think we have so many indies, and the market is so like, I'm going to use a word that I don't particularly like, which is saturated, but we do have a lot of offer. So in order for you to stand out, you need to look good as well. That doesn't mean that a good art direction makes a game good, but it certainly helps elevate it to like a whole experience that helps tell the story and feel the proper emotions and what comes with the whole package, let's say. Yeah.
And obviously maybe just remind everyone what we say every single year, that for us, when we look at best art direction, we're not just looking at the visual side, but also with the musical and the...
Certainly, yeah. I mean, when we talk about visual, the art direction, visuals are certainly a part of it, but we're also talking about a sense of style, sound design, music, and all the elements that combine make for like a cohesive experience and helps to tell the game's story, can even like provoke you tug at your heartstrings and provoke emotions on the player, and also to bring the game world to life. So that's what we call art direction. It's more of the whole artistic endeavor towards the game, other than just like pretty art and nice graphics, let's say. Yeah.
And this being said, maybe it's a good time to check who the 5 nominees.
Yes.
For Best Art Direction for IndieX 2024.
These are the nominees for Best Art Direction.
Johnny,
And so, without
five different styles. So many other games could be.
they're all like
could be nominees.
amazingly. Oh yeah, of course. We always have like the ungrateful task of having to select only five of these beautiful looking games. Like I said, since the demand for these games to be good also encompasses art as well. I'd say like every single one of these year's finalists has top-notch art.
Yeah.
Even if it's like more of like a management game, which is more based on the UI. The UI looks pretty as well,
Yeah.
so we cannot really exclude them from the list as well. Yeah.
And you're holding the winner.
I'm holding the
winner's
winner
name.
right here,
So,
and I'm about
Johnny?
to announce it. And the winner is pum 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 pum. Sunset Hills.
Yeah.
Congratulations to everyone at the studio. Your game looks amazing.
And the authors couldn't be available at this time live, so they actually pre-recorded a message in case they won, and they did. So maybe let's listen to the creators.
Congratulations, guys.
大家好，我是洛山丘的制作人，我叫 Robin。感谢 IndieX 2024对洛山丘的肯定，也感谢玩家对我们游戏的支持与鼓励。未来我们也将会继续把洛山丘的后续故事和内容尽快的呈现给大家。谢谢大家的关注，也谢谢大家多多支持我们，感谢。
Congratulations to the team of Cotton Game, the authors of Sunset Hills, a really beautiful game. Congratulations, Johnny. Thank you for all the work for this year, like the madness.
Thank
and
you,
for presenting
Ricardo.
this award.
We know that we love you, and without you, none of this would be possible since day one. So we are forever like indebted and grateful to you for making this happening every single year, throughout adversity, throughout personal life issues. So thank you, Master.
Thank you. Well, so talking about inspiration, for this award, we're actually not gonna invite someone, although there's someone that is gonna announce who the winner is. But it's been 9 years in this journey of creating a festival for indies, because we're really passionate about indies. On my personal side, I have to admit, there was 2 specific studios, and I'm always saying this story, 2 specific studios that completely changed my life, and in a sense changed the way my future would go. It was Clay Entertainment and Image and Form, back with their Don't Starve and SteamWorld Dig respectively. They became games so important for me that I completely fell in love with the indie games and the indie creators, and I decided to dedicate my life to helping creators across the globe. And luckily I found some really crazy people that aligned with what I believed in and are also as passionate for indie games as I am. But like I was saying, we all have indie heroes, and for me it's these 2 studios. And personally, it's been a really happy moment for me, the fact that one of the owners of the studios became a really close friend of mine. And suddenly I have this personal hero that changed my life without him knowing at the time, that I've been really close to. So I'd like to announce the person who is gonna pre-recorded a message for us that has also a small announcement. It's Brian Sigurgesson, the former owner of Image and Form. But before that, before we listen to what Brian has to say, I think it's better for us to check who the nominees for most innovative game are. So here they are.
Hi everyone, I'm Brian Segue-nos, and I'm the creator of the SteamWorld games. I've been following IndieX since the very beginning, and I think it's awesome. In fact, I think it's so awesome that I'm happy to announce that I'm joining the organization. Now, the winner for the most innovative game of 2024 is...
Rogue Voltage, a really creative game, such an original game. I was actually the person that did the streaming session with the creator. I've already played it, and I already met the creator at Gamescom this year. And it's such an original game. Obviously, all our nominees were really original game that brought fresh ideas and fresh perspectives on their specific approaches to their genres. But I'm happy that Rogue Voltage got the award for the most innovative game, because it's really something different. And if I suggest always that people go try our 50 finalists plus the 10 best Portuguese games, obviously I would advise it. Also look at this game, because you never played anything like this. So it's a pleasure to actually talk again with the creator. I think he's ready to have a really short chat. So let's go. Hello, congratulations.
Hello, Ricardo. Thank you so much for the award. Wow, it really means a lot. Yeah, we had so much fun on the playthrough also. Yeah, it was also fun to chat with you. And yeah, thanks to the jury, thanks to IndieX, most innovative. That's of course a very nice award, and I think it fits the game. I mean, we try to do something unique. We try to do something special. And it's great to see that it gets rewarded. Yeah, thanks to the community who likes this weird game. And yeah, we just shipped another big update. So if you want to check out Rogue Voltage, today is or this weekend is a very good opportunity.
Some would say that it was on purpose for IndieX and for the IndieX sale. Let's believe it. It wasn't probably.
It's absolutely true. It's not even a lie. Yes, no. I mean, yeah, IndieX is of course a big supporter for indie games, and it's super nice to be a part of the list of finalists here.
Congratulations! Really, it's well deserved for you and for all the Horizon Computer Graphics studio. For everyone, this is a really original and unique game. And it's well deserved. And thank you for being part of IndieX 2024.
Thank you, Ricardo.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, so we are halfway through our award ceremony, I guess. And I just spoke about the 10 best Portuguese games. So I would like to invite someone that has been a supporter of us since day one. We were just talking about it off the record, which is a really, well, Johnny is also a good friend of mine for sure. Daniel Rodrigues, which is the head of young adults and teen content at RTP.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Pleasure to be here.
We've been a long way since you did an interview at the first edition. You were starting the RTP Arena project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back then I did the interviews as well, 2016.
Yeah. And now you're actually the head of young adults and teen content for the national broadcaster. So yeah, we all grew up quite a bit.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, IndieX specifically, it's growing bigger and bigger every year, right?
Yeah. So to give context, these 10 finalists, people will notice it from the reel that we're going to watch, they were selected by one of our partners. Do you want to talk a bit about what's the process? You're not part of it, but yeah, since you are here representing this award, I think it's a good thing to hear from you.
Yeah, so basically, the Portuguese Association of Game Developers has selected the 10 best Portuguese games that apply to IndieX, which, like every country, the numbers of Portuguese games applying every year grew every year, right? How many were the applicants this year?
So this
in
year,
total?
I think it was more than 30. But what I've been noticing since our first edition, it's the quality level is simply increased. Like you notice how strong the Portuguese studios are, how experienced, such amazing games they are developing. And it's good because we're going to see some nominees that were already nominees for previous editions with other games.
Yeah.
So studios are not just things that are starting and disappearing. It's being an industry and some companies that are healthy, they are doing creative things, they are growing. And it's so good to be able to watch that and try to help in a sense.
Yeah, and the local industry is growing, right?
Yeah.
We had our own spot in Gamescom this year with the local developers there, and the industry seems to be in a good place.
A good time, yeah. For whoever is watching this year, and Daniel is completely right, the first year that we had a Portuguese pavilion at Gamescom, it was obviously a matter of pride for all of us, and it was a great effort from the Portuguese Game Developers Association. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to all the creators that are also helping grow the market. But Daniel, you're here also because all of us, both me and you and the teams that work with us, we feel there's all the stuff that we can keep on doing to help our local industry. And we had an idea. So do you want to tell everyone what's expecting us for 2025?
Yeah, well, this actually has been brewing for a while now.
Yeah.
We've discussed this for a couple of years now, ongoing, and we feel like there's, well, with IndieX growing every year, and when with us loving this partnership so much, we feel like we could do this work both for local and international scene on a more regular basis, I would say. So we are aiming to, in collaboration with you guys, have a show, a regular show for 2025, a monthly show dedicated to the indie scene. So
yeah, the first announcement of this.
Well, the second, we had a very
the
nice
second,
announcement. It's a breakthrough after breakthrough.
So it's the second announcement of tonight. Well, third, because Johnny just disclosed that we got front page from Steam. So
more announcements incoming. And I think front page in Steam is amazing for indie. Congrats, man! Congrats.
Yeah, it was a long time objective that you knew because you've been with us.
Yeah.
And it's good that we're there. And we're also on Steam's front page. And we're also going to include, and it's already included, these 10 nominees for Best Portuguese Games.
Yeah.
Yeah? So
let's have a look.
Yeah. This is the proof that, the high quality of the Portuguese industry. And we're really, really happy from starting to have this show into 2025 with RTP.
And it's growing so much that you had to choose 10 finalists for the Portuguese.
And it's really well deserved. So I think without further ado, it's time to know who is this year's?
The best Portuguese.
The best Portuguese. Yeah, the best.
Let's find out.
That was actually a show here on this house a few years ago. The best Portuguese.
Yes, it was. It was the greatest Portuguese.
I think we have to go to the video first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm spoiling. Sorry. Congrats.
Haven't you done TV, Danny?
I don't know, where am I actually? Yeah. I guess I spoiled it. Let's dive into it, right?
I think it's going. Yeah.
Is it?
Are we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that we have a Portuguese saying, but the English version is at the shoemaker's house, the children walk barefoot.
Is that the English version of it?
Yeah, it is. It
Okay.
is. So, yeah. So the winner, congratulations, Floaty Lands from Digitality. They won 2 years ago.
It's a repeat winner.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
this
yeah.
studio gives them luck. Because 2 years
Yeah,
ago,
2 years ago. Yeah,
it was here.
Yeah, it
they
was
won
here.
with Hardcore.
Yeah, hardcore. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess RTP Studio. Yeah, it's and congratulations. You see, this is exactly what we were saying. We have this amazing studio. They've been with us. I think in the first edition 9 years ago with their first version of Hardcore. They were finalists, and they already won twice in the meantime. And I think it's really well deserved. And yeah, let's chat with Luis, the owner of Digitality. I think he's ready to Digitality Studios. I think he's ready to chat with us a bit.
Hi, Luis.
Yeah?
Are you there?
Yeah, I think he is.
Luis.
Luis.
Olá.
Olá.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Best Portuguese. I got to start with
again.
Portuguese, right?
Yeah, obviously. Congratulations. So good.
Thank you so much, guys. Yeah.
So good.
I could get used to this. Yeah. I really appreciate it. It was definitely a surprise to be getting this award. This is a project it's very much in its infancy at this point, but it's awesome to get this kind of recognition already. And I just wanted to obviously thank you guys for all the work you've done, and thank APVP for all the work that they've done as well for the Portuguese industry all these past few years. I really appreciate the nomination as well. I really want to emphasize how good all of the other Portuguese games are. And like you said, the quality does keep getting higher and higher. And it's, we're moving forward to have a super healthy industry. So it's great to be a part of it. So yeah, thank you so much, guys.
And maybe, I don't know, it's the second time you won this award. Luis, should we just save the next year's award for your next game or for Floaty Lands?
I'll give it a go. I'll definitely try. But yeah, by next year, we'll still be working on Floaty Lands. So yeah, we'll see. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to João Martins, who is, where this project was actually born. He is the co-creator of Fabledom. And we wouldn't be even working on this game if it wasn't for him to have started the project and have included us into the project as well. So this is very much us teaming up with another great Portuguese developer, and I think that's also a pathway for our industry to move forward, and something that we would really like to delve into.
And Luis, more on a personal note, let me tell you that I think your studio, and you obviously because you're the founder of the studio, you prove exactly what we were saying. Like 9 years ago, when we first started this indie exhibitions, you were there with your first game. Your company is healthy. You keep on doing new things. You're keeping improving and getting better and better games. And it's so good now to see what we had 15 years ago, where studios would be born and die, and the health that the industry now has. And just what you said, you just partnered with another amazing developer.
Yeah, cooperation is definitely the way.
And it's so good. We noticed this this year with APVP is doing an amazing job, obviously. And the Portuguese Pavilion is a good symbol of that. And it's good that everyone is rowing on the same direction, and the industry obviously is more than healthy. It's growing, and Digitality is obviously a part of it. And congratulations for the win. It's really well deserved.
Thank you.
And good luck for
so
Floaty Lands. So keep us updated.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, keep us updated because we're gonna play we're gonna start on this show with the nominees.
Yeah.
So Luis, keep in touch because maybe the first episode here at RTP.
It should be with a winner, right?
It should be with a winner.
Yeah.
So we'll keep updating you. Okay. Thanks a lot, Luis.
Yeah, I
And good luck.
appreciate it.
Congrats.
Thank you, guys.
Dan, it's really good after all these years that you were still doing interviews, and in the last couple of years you were busy. You weren't even in Portugal to attend here the event, but I'm so
Yeah.
happy that you're here.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy to finally have been here. Yeah, and hopefully next year I'll be here again.
Yeah, here or maybe in another place because
Well,
we'd
here in the awards
Here in the-
ceremony,
yeah, you gotta
it
be
can be
here.
in Mars for all I care.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
long
yeah.
as I'm there.
Danny, thanks a lot, and for all your support across all these years, and we still have really amazing things to do together.
It really is a pleasure to host you every year. Thank
you,
you.
Danny.
Bye.
And we're 2 awards away actually 1 award away for the big one, but I would like to call to the stage João Machado, which is the executive director for IndieX, I usually announce you like the best right hand man that any person can have, but I hope this sentence isn't too weird. Maybe it is.
You said worse sentences.
I think I said welcome.
Thank you.
This is maddening, isn't it?
It is. It's been a lot of work. We had a record game influx this time. We had 669 applicants. I played them all, you played them all. You know how many hours we passed in that, but the quality was just ridiculous. It was amazing.
Obviously, not needing to go too much into specifics, but something that one of the biggest headaches that we had is just to disclose a bit how is our process. We usually, João takes care of all the background stuff and organizes everything. So usually he shares with us when we're choosing the games, just the build and the name of the game. So he hides everything else, so we go tabula rasa evaluating the games. That means that so we just score it from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
And what happened, we have 50 finalists, 50 slots only. And in the previous years, we were increasingly having more games on 80 plus score, 82 plus score. But this year, from 82 plus, we had 200 and something games, which you can imagine is like 4 times the slots for the finalists. So for us, it's always kind of heartbreaking because we know exactly how difficult it was and how many good games didn't make it to.
Yeah, the games that were left out were painful to leave out.
Yeah.
And our mission is to help indie developers and help indie studios in showing their games. And with that mission in mind, I think I can announce it, we are going to start inviting everyone that has been in IndieX and that was not selected as a finalist to do regular shows and to do the same that we do in IndieX, but regularly just over the year, starting in 2025. And we are going to just have more IndieX all year round.
Yeah, so we already, it's the 4th announcement of the night, so we already had this idea of doing a Portuguese show here with our good friends from RTP Arena, but we noticed that it was so heartbreaking, the amount of amazing games that weren't able to be showcased, that we thought about this, and it's been a really long discussion for years of doing something regular with our amazing team of streamers, and not only playing our honorable mentions, but also playing old finalists, because games get updated, get released, talk with developers, knowing how the process was since they released the game 3 years ago or something. So we're studying it, but maybe a weekly content with our streamer team with indies, because we just love indie games.
Yeah, that's it.
And indie games are also really important from the messages they convey. And João is here to present an award called Games for a Better World, which is something that we've been year by year awarding, which are games that have social aspects to them, that tackle difficult subjects and themes. João, some of these games, they are not on our 50 finalists. So how was the process?
This is the only category we have that everyone that applied to IndieX is a potential finalist. It's not just the 50 finalists that we have, it's everyone can be. What we look at is the message that the game conveys. It could be something explicit, it could be something implicit. It could be the way they handle a subject like resource management and pollution. It could be a game that deals with losing a loved one. It could be a game that deals with anything. Games do messages everywhere. Since the beginning of gaming, they've always had message. Like I was telling you earlier today, Wolfenstein had a message, Nazis are bad.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that we can see in a game. And what is the message? So I think we can go to our nominees.
And the nominees for Games for a Better World are... So 5 amazing games with 5 different subjects and with a really strong message to convey. João?
So the winner is Vampire Therapist.
Oh.
No? Yes, it is.
Yep. Note to self for the future.
Wait for the video.
No, don't even bother to write the script because the guests do whatever they want because a pirate is free.
I know all of the winners because I'm the one that handles all of the votes and everything. So I'm the one that sends to the production everything. I already knew it.
So Vampire Therapist, actually it was one of the finalists. I did a streaming session with Cyrus. A really interesting game. It also has a partnership with Safe in Our World, which is an amazing initiative worldwide regarding mental health, and that's exactly what the game is tackling. João, you were following this game for a while. Do you want to, for whoever didn't watch the streaming session, do you want to describe Vampire Therapist?
Yeah, Vampire Therapist, it's a very interesting concept. We play as a vampire that basically is a therapist for other vampires. And if we think about it, if in terms of mental health, if we have a lifespan of 80 years and have our traumas and need therapy, someone that lives 400 or 800 or 1,000 years probably needs it a lot more. And it is a very well-written game, fully voice acted with an amazing cast of voice actors. Cyrus was one of the voice actors for Hades, and he knows his business and he knows how to do it. And it is truly a game of passion. It's something that really works. And we have a message from Cyrus.
Talking about Cyrus, we actually have a message from him. So let's hear it.
Hi everyone, I'm Cyrus Nemati, Creative Director on Vampire Therapist, accepting the Games for a Better World Award on behalf of our team at Little Bad Games. Thank you, IndieX, for this incredible honor. In times like these, we wanted to release a game that teaches us how to be compassionate to ourselves and one another, even the darker parts of ourselves, and we're thrilled to see that message resonate. Showcases like IndieX are essential to our industry, giving games like ours visibility. We indies are the future of games, and I'm proud to stand among such inspiring nominees. The cards can seem stacked against us in the age of the algorithm, but let's keep supporting each other and keep this part of our industry strong. Unlike vampires, we don't live forever, but we've got enough time to keep making memorable games. Thank you, everyone.
Well, such a good message. Thank you, Cyrus, and he's completely right.
Indies are the future. This is something that I say a lot, that indies are the groundbreaking innovation of the games. It's indie developers that do what needs to be done to have something different, and then when it's a hit, then we see it copied by everyone else. But it is the indie industry that moves the gaming industry forward and to different places.
And John, this wasn't on the personal side, it wasn't an easy year for either of us at the team, and obviously it was maddening. But it's still worth it when, well, listening to an indie creator like Cyrus, exactly what you said, in the end, makes it all worth it, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
The mission.
Definitely. All of the sleepless nights that we had playing games, like we were exchanging messages like at 3 in the morning and when we were evaluating the games, and all of the production, and I was telling the guys in the backside, the back end of the studio, that I do a lot of things so that everyone that helps us doesn't have to do a lot of things. And it's all worth it. And when we get to this stage, when we see this, it's, I usually say now I'm going to sleep, but it's worth it because now I can't sleep for a couple of months.
So we usually at this time we already have the honorable mentions, but like we were stating, it wasn't on both personal and professional times easy for us because reminding everyone that this isn't our main job. This is like the thing we do after our families go to sleep, and we sacrifice hours of sleep to do this for months. And obviously this is the corollary of this award ceremony, is the corollary of that moment. But our idea is in the maybe next month to announce who our honorable mentions are, and at the same time maybe announce what are our plans with the streaming team for the regular show regarding IndieX, isn't it?
Yeah, that is it.
So I think it's time. We're only missing one award, it's the big one, so maybe the best thing is to remind everyone the 50 finalists we had from across almost 700 submissions. These were the 50 that were, really 50 amazing games. Let's remind everyone who they are.
No, the nominees.
Okay, so just to remind everyone, these were the 50 finalists. We haven't yet announced who the nominees are for Best of the Show of 2024. But first of all, I think it's a good thing for us to thank the members of this year's jury. Valentina Birke, the director of Indie Arena booth at Gamescom, Tyler Long, the head of product of Newzoo, and Philomena Schwab, the founder of Stray Phone Studio and the Swiss Game Hub. And I also cast a vote for this. So yeah, thank you for playing the games this year, for your contribution. And João, I think it's time to tell everyone who the nominees for Best Game of 2024 at IndieX are. Difficult task, João. Not only to choose the finalists, but then choose the big winner of 2024.
Yeah, it was a task that I wasn't involved in, fortunately, because it's hard to. It was hard enough to vote on these games to put them in the 50 finalists, and then picking the top 5 was even harder, and then picking the one which we have here. I know who it is. You only know your vote, so I'll give you the pleasure of seeing who it is.
And I'm not going to, thank you, I'm not going to ruin my own script. So, and the winner is... Skim. Such an amazing and creative game. It's a really, really original game, a profound game with a really strong message and a really strong idea and a great art direction. Congratulations. I think it's really well deserved. Obviously, from what you told me, João, because you you were the one talking with the jury members, it wasn't an easy task.
It wasn't an easy task, and it was down to a very, very narrow margin, but it's well deserved.
Yeah. And do we have the opportunity to talk with Elwood van der Werf, and Niels Lig? Yeah, that's great. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
So awesome. Thank you so much.
So, first of all, really congratulations on winning. The game is so unique. But I think just imagine that some people that are watching this award ceremony didn't play the game or didn't watch the streaming session. Can you tell us what Skim is about?
So yeah, it's a game about a person and its shadow. And you are the shadow of a person, and in the beginning you're connected and you play around in their childhood. And then as they grow up, life doesn't completely go their way and they get separated. And then you try to get back to your person as they try to reinvent themselves and find themselves in the world.
And you follow this as the shadow, and you can see the life of the person enrolling as you try to catch on.
Yes, exactly. So you jump from shadow to shadow and you're restricted to that, and you go to night levels and daytime levels, and yeah, that's it.
Congratulations. I hope you're as happy for getting this recognition as we were for having you as one of our 50
Absolutely.
finalists.
Yeah, thank you very much once again. And all the other juries and all the other amazing games. I got a good backlog of cool games I need to play right now.
And thank you for saying this, because I'd like to remind everyone that we have a Steam sale, and we have, luckily from this year, we got front page on Steam. So what Iwo just said, please go check these games, wishlist them, play them. some of them have a discount, so what a better opportunity to buy them and play these amazing games than now. So Ewart, thank you so much for reminding me of that. Go try Skim, go try all the other 49 finalists, plus the 10 Portuguese best games.
Plus the 100 games of the past 2 years.
Yeah, plus the 100, because we've been also keeping the backlog of the 2 previous editions for everyone to remind the games that maybe they weren't yet released and they are now. Please go and support indie games. It's what João and Cyrus before were saying. The future of the industry is this. It's games like Skim that a mainstream game would never be able to do something as profound and unique as your game is. So congratulations. We're so happy.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So this is it. I think I would like just to thank both the streaming production team from EduStack. They were once again amazing, allowing us just all the streamers to just sit, play the games, and talk, having amazing conversations with developers. Obviously, here with the production team of RTP Arena, we are always at home here in the studio. And obviously, my wife, my kids, and João's wife and daughter, and all the team's families, because they have to be patient for all the time we dedicate and the hours we sacrifice. All of our streamer friends that were with us, and all the developers that trusted us. And obviously, it's hard when your game isn't selected. It doesn't mean at all that your game is less good than the others. It's how these things work.
Sometimes it's a question of timing. We've had finalists this year that were rejected 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the games improved, and this year they tried again, and they're finalists.
Yeah.
And this has happened on previous editions. If the game wasn't selected this time, maybe it can be next year or the following year. It could be with a DLC. We've had a DLC has a finalist because it changed so much the game that we considered it for it. We have all of those options. We can do that.
I know while I would ask the production to open the Steam sale here on the backstage, can I just ruin the composition and ask the rest of our guests to join us on a final goodbye? Does the director allow me to do this, or am I going to be?
Yes, we have a thumbs up.
We have a thumbs up. So, are we on, or are we just watching the? Are we just watching the? Do you want to put that there? No. Okay. So yeah. So now everyone, maybe you can return. Don't forget to go. Especially if you're in Europe, please check.
Over here, in front of the screen.
We have the banner. It's a regional highlight that we have with Valve. So click on that or go to steampower.com. We'll share the Steam event, but please go check these games, because that's what moves us, is to help indie developers and indie games across the globe. And thank everyone, and thank you, and let's see.
And congratulations to everyone.
Congratulations to everyone, and
see you next year.
Yeah, see you next year. Thank you.